Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is my channel where we talk about all things brick and mortar retail. We go into so many tips and tricks in all of my videos so that you can maximize your storefront to make you the most money. We have new videos that come out every single Friday, so be sure to subscribe so you can get notified. Today we're gonna dive in to something a little scary and something that we're all kind of feeling right now. We're all kind of seeing the signs of inflation trickle down in the way our consumers are acting inside of our store. Let's be honest, if you have a retail store, your customer is using their disposable income to buy those dresses. They're using that disposable income to buy that extra cup of coffee and go out to dinner. So if that starts to get a little bit feeling a little wishy-washy, guess what? They're either gonna cut out that shopping trip or they're just going to buy things for less. And you need to pay attention to exactly how consumers are feeling so that you can ebb and flow with the times. So I'm gonna go into a couple of things that we're doing inside of my store right now to try and balance some of those consumer feelings out. And that first one is going to be focusing on some lower price point items. What we have found is that our customers were kind of in three brackets. So you had the discount customer. Those are gonna be the ones who love a deal, are gonna go straight to your sales rack before they walk inside the rest of your store. They want a deal inside of your store. Then you have that middle section. That middle section is going to be the people who buy one or two items, really in that middle price point inside of your store. And then you have the top tier, which is going to be the customer that comes in, they buy 10 items, they didn't even try it on, and they walk out the door easy peasy. What we're finding is that top tier customer really hasn't changed a whole lot, but the middle and the lower have. That lower discount customer is not really spending it all right now. And then you have that middle consumer that really makes up the bulk of your orders. And what we're seeing is that instead of them spending money on earrings and a dress and a pair of shoes or sunglasses and a bag, they're buying these lower price point items and a single item. So a pair of earrings, a pair of sunglasses. So what we're doing inside of our store are really focusing on bringing up the quality and offering more items within that price point. And then on top of that, we're also offering buy more, save more on tons of products. So for example, our sunglasses are booming right now. They sell for $22. It's an easy product for us to buy and merchandise. And what we're doing is doing a deal for when you buy two. So it's one for $22 or two for $40. So that way we're getting that person to buy more than one item and getting that average dollar sale up as much as we can. Another way we're doing this is by bringing in products on consignment. So I have reached out to tons of my local makers and brought on some new people into my store on a consignment basis. This is making sure that I'm not spending a ton of money on these lower price point items and, making my bottom line suffer. So we're able to bring products in and only sell them when they sell. We're also using Pivot Market, which I have a video talking about where to get merchandise for $0, and it really talks about Pivot Market, which is an online marketplace that connects people who are making really great product and want to consign it in boutiques and pairing them with boutiques. So there are so many ways that you can increase your smaller price point items and the quality of the smaller price point items inside of your store so that when people come in, they are at least buying something right now. Another way that we are doing some changes is I am actually getting ready to rip off all the racks on all of my walls inside of my store. So if you can see here, this is a permanent fixture. This is a wall fixture that has been here for 13 years. And so the problem with that is that this is all clothes and we have lots of these racks inside of my store. And so I have to fill them with clothes. I don't have the option to add in smaller price point items like purses, shoes, earrings. This is a single rack that's not going anywhere. So what we're doing is we are taking these off and creating a more modular style. We're putting the standards on the wall, and that way we can either do a full rack of clothes or we can do a rack with several shelving on it. But what that means is that all of my clothing displays are now going to be multifunctional. They are going to work for me so that if in the summertime we're selling a ton of maxi dresses, I just throw on a tall rack and we can do that. And then when we get into winter, I can put 2 racks and put sweaters and shorts, and it is all super customizable depending on season and depending on the buying habits of my customers. Another great way to really engage with your customers during this time is through events. We have another video that has some great tips on interesting marketing ideas, low-cost marketing ideas for your store right now. We're gonna link that. But doing events is a really great idea right now because just because people have kind of stopped their spending or slowed down their spending right now doesn't mean they still don't want to do things. So by creating events inside of your store, it gets them into your storefront, and then once they're in, there's more of a potential for them to buy. So it's really just getting creative and outside of the box when thinking about your consumer right now, but also running all of those reports in your back end so you can really monitor the spending habits of your customers and gear your sales tactics, gear your buying tactics in order to meet the needs. And this is how we're gonna get through this together. If you have any questions or comments, like usual, I love to hear them. So please comment below and I will get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can get notified every Friday for more tips and tricks.
Have you ever dreamed of opening your own clothing store? Would you love to be a larger part of your local community? Or maybe you already have an online shop but want to take the leap into a physical location. Well, join me as I pull back the curtain on all things brick and mortar. And don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on how to grow and thrive in your own retail storefront.